Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of yerba mate, and not just the drink itself, but all the cultural and health aspects
Mm.
that make it so fascinating. We've got some great content from Green Thyme Wellness to guide us, so let's unpack this, shall we?
What's interesting here is that yerba mate has this incredible blend of history and science backing it up. It's not just some, trendy beverage. People have been enjoying this for centuries in South America.
Yeah, I heard it's almost a ritual in some places, right? Like way more than just grabbing a coffee on your way to work.
Exactly. In countries like Argentina, Paraguay, and Brazil, sharing yerba mate from a gourd,
Oh,
they actually call it a mate
okay.
with a special straw called a bombilla. This is like a deeply social activity. It symbolizes connection and community.
So it's like built-in mindfulness almost.
Yeah.
You're forced to slow down and actually connect with the people you're sharing it with.
I think that's a great way to put it. And this idea of slowing down, being present, it ties into some of the health benefits we'll be exploring. Because yerba mate is known for providing this smooth, focused energy without the jitters you might get from coffee.
Okay, now that's something I think a lot of us can relate to. I'm curious, what makes yerba mate different from coffee on a chemical level? What's going on there that creates this unique effect?
So both contain caffeine, but yerba mate also has these compounds called theobromine and theophylline. Theobromine is actually found in chocolate too. It's what gives you that happy, relaxed feeling.
Interesting. So it's not just about the caffeine kick then.
Right. And theophylline is interesting because it acts as a bronchodilator, meaning it can help open up your airways. So you've got this trio working together: caffeine for alertness, theobromine for mood, and theophylline for easier breathing. It's a more well-rounded energy boost, you could say.
Yeah, I'm already seeing how this could appeal to people who are sensitive to coffee or looking for a more sustainable way to stay energized. But Green Thyme Wellness also dives deep into yerba mate's antioxidant profile. Can you break that down for us?
Yerba mate is particularly rich in a group of antioxidants called polyphenols. Now, most people know antioxidants are good for you, but polyphenols are especially powerful because they can actually protect your brain cells from damage.
Okay, hold on. So we're not just talking about general good health antioxidants here, but ones specifically linked to brain function.
Exactly. And there's a specific type of polyphenol in yerba mate called chlorogenic acid, which has been studied for its potential to improve memory and cognitive function. There's even some early research suggesting it might play a role in protecting against neurodegenerative diseases, although more research is definitely needed there.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So it's like a drink that could potentially make you sharper and protect your brain in the long run. That's a pretty powerful combination.
It's certainly a promising area of research, and what's fascinating is that many of these brain-boosting benefits are linked to yerba mate's ability to reduce inflammation, both in the brain and throughout the body.
Okay, so let's talk about inflammation. It seems like it's the root cause of so many health problems these days. How does yerba mate tackle that specifically?
Well, we talked about polyphenols, right? Those are powerful anti-inflammatories. But yerba mate also contains these compounds called saponins, which have a more targeted effect on inflammation, especially in the gut.
Saponins, those ring a bell. Aren't they found in some other plants too, like ginseng?
Yes. And they have this interesting ability to modulate the immune response, calming things down when inflammation gets out of control. So in the gut, this can help with issues like bloating, discomfort, even some inflammatory bowel conditions.
So for someone dealing with digestive issues, could incorporating yerba mate into their routine be a good strategy?
It's definitely something to consider, alongside other lifestyle changes, of course. And what's interesting is that yerba mate has traditionally been used to aid digestion in South America. There's this whole ritual around drinking it after meals, almost like a digestive tonic.
Ah, so the cultural practice and the science are aligning here. I love when that happens. But let's be honest, some people might be hesitant to try yerba mate because they're thinking, oh, it's just another bitter tea.
Yeah.
But Green Time Wellness actually has some pretty creative recipes, right?
Absolutely. They've got everything from a classic detox tea with ginger and lemon to a creamy latte that sounds absolutely divine, and even a green smoothie if you're feeling adventurous.
Okay, you've piqued my curiosity. Let's break down these recipes a bit. What stands out to you as the most unique or unexpected way to use yerba mate?
Well, the latte is definitely intriguing. They use plant-based milk, which I think would complement the earthy flavor of the mate really well. And then they add a touch of cinnamon and vanilla, almost like a chai latte vibe.
Okay, now that sounds incredible. So it's not just masking the flavor of the yerba
Oh,
mate,
yeah.
but actually creating this whole new flavor profile that's warm and comforting.
Exactly. And I think that's key when working with any ingredient that has a strong, distinct taste. You don't want to just cover it up. You want to enhance it and create something delicious.
What about the detox tea? What makes that one stand out?
It's all about combining the energizing power of yerba mate with the digestive benefits of ginger and lemon. It's a perfect morning ritual to wake up your senses and kickstart your metabolism.
So you're getting that antioxidant boost from the yerba mate, the anti-inflammatory action from ginger, and a dose of vitamin C from the lemon. It's like a triple threat against those winter blues.
I love that. And then for a more on-the-go option, the Green Thyme Wellness green smoothie recipe is genius. You're blending yerba mate with banana, spinach, avocado, all these nutrient-packed ingredients.
It's like sneaking in your greens without even realizing it. But I'm curious, how does the flavor of the yerba mate hold up in a smoothie? Does it overpower everything else?
That's where the choice of ingredients comes in. They use pineapple and coconut water, which add a tropical sweetness that balances the earthy notes of the mate. It's all about finding that harmony of flavors.
This is making me realize that yerba mate is way more versatile than I initially thought. It's not just a tea, it's an ingredient that can be incorporated into so many different aspects of your routine.
Absolutely, and that's what I find so exciting about it. There's so much room for experimentation and personalization. You can find the way to enjoy yerba mate that fits your lifestyle and your taste preferences.
Now, before we get too carried away and everyone runs out to buy a year's supply of yerba mate, it's important to talk about responsible consumption. Even natural things can have downsides if you overdo it, right?
You're absolutely right. Moderation is key with anything, even water. With yerba mate, there is some research suggesting that extremely high intake, we're talking over a liter a day consistently, could potentially have some negative effects, but that's true of many substances.
So it's about being mindful, listening to your body, and not treating it like a magic cure-all.
Exactly. It's about incorporating it into a balanced lifestyle that includes a healthy diet, regular exercise, stress management, all the good stuff.
Well said. Okay, as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of yerba mate, what stands out to you as the biggest takeaway? What do you want listeners to walk away with? For me, it's the combination of like tradition and science that is so compelling. This drink has been enjoyed for centuries, and now modern research is starting to uncover why it's so beneficial. It's like this ancient wisdom being validated by modern science.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. And it makes you wonder what other treasures are out there just waiting to be rediscovered and understood through a scientific lens.
It really opens up a whole new world of possibilities. We've talked about the energy boost, the brain benefits, the gut health connection. It's amazing how much one plant can offer. But I'm also curious about the cultural side of things. What do you think is the biggest lesson we could learn from the way yerba mate is traditionally consumed?
I think it's the emphasis on community and connection. The act of sharing mate, slowing down, having a conversation, those are things that are often missing in our, fast-paced, hyper-connected world.
It's like a built-in ritual for mindfulness and togetherness, something we could all probably benefit from. It's not just about the drink itself, it's about the experience, the connection, the slowing down.
Exactly. And I think that's a valuable lesson, regardless of whether you choose to try yerba mate or not. It's about finding those moments in your day to connect, to be present, to appreciate the simple things.
This has been such an insightful deep dive. I feel like I've not only learned a ton about yerba mate, but also gained a new perspective on how tradition and science can work together to enhance our well-being.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's been a pleasure exploring this with you.
And for all of you listening, I encourage you to do your own research. Maybe try out one of those Green Thyme Wellness recipes and see what yerba mate can do for you. Who knows? It might just become your new favorite ritual for energy, focus, and connection. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.